Belly buster.
If you shoot him, I'll kill him.
You're a pacifist. What are you talking about?
Well.
See you later, Mr. Arnold.
Go see ya. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Okay, here we have worn out bushings. This is the perfect time to replace this worn out bushing, and when that one wears out, it puts strain on this one, which of course is also worn out. There's the brakes, actually look pretty decent. This is the front chassis, all removed. Here's why we came in. You'll note there's just a little bit of coolant in would be the port.
Adam, could you do me a favour and wander over towards detail and see if you can find out where our customer's motor car is? I just tried calling them, no one's answering the phone, and I can't believe they haven't managed to wash 4 wheels and tyres and clean the windshield in 15 minutes.
What kind of car?
Flying spur.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
if they can't find it, you know, they have others, similar ones, right?
Oh, we got that one.
Or when they...
We got that one. It's
Yeah,
nearly
yeah,
the
they got
same
other colors.
Yeah.
They're picky
Nearly
about
the
that,
same
though.
colour.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, we've got, that was David, the shop manager. So we're doing a close-up on just the drop of coolant in, where should we look in here? Oh, we're starboard. Starboard. Bow. The starboard bow cylinder. That's what it was. There's all of the belts and hoses. So, the very bow starboard cylinder. It kind of got steam cleaned, if you'll see how clean this guy looks compared with its fellows, with all the good corrosion it's supposed to have from firing at 1200 degrees. There's these 4, look pretty good. There's the spin-on oil filter. There's the water pump, which we had rebuilt earlier. And the engine bay. So you unscrew all the bolts, and the engine drops out of the car, complete with all of the subframe from the front. It's a unibody car, so we've got pieces. The body itself is part of the chassis unibody. And we've got the springs and shocks. Here we have and we're not actually sure what the piece is. Electrical. Here we've got some of the hoses. And for coolant. And here we've got the gasket. Let's see if we can find the dead gasket. It is steel. Let's go. We've got exhaust manifold, down tube, the gasket covers, lots of belts. Distributor, wires, actually looks pretty good. Yeah, tires are good, good rubber. Michelin.
Oh, these are? Oh, so they're a center hubcap with a trim ring around the outside.
Yeah. Just like the police, so you don't cut off your valve at high speeds. Just a problem on the clouds. The clouds, you know, they got the one piece. And actually, that's a problem I have, because over the years people have mixed up the perfect match, and so they do spin. I'm still trying different things to stop that. I don't want to drill a hole in them. You know, you could put some people put the hubcap locks on them anyway, and that stops it. But I don't want to do that if I don't have to. But
actually, I like the look of that better than this anyway. I think it's a cleaner look.
yeah, these are actually cloud. Those are cloud rims. It's interesting. It should be the same year.
I don't know if I've ever seen this style like yours. I've always seen them with
Actually,
those,
no, that's
with
probably
the painted,
shadow.
you know,
Yeah, the cloud doesn't have these slots.
the painted to match. Oh, the slots. I don't know that much about the older ones, to be honest.
Well, one thing that shows is this is not factory stripping. They wouldn't do that.
Yeah. Well, this one has been sitting for quite a few years, but now the guy decided he wants to, and he's actually doing quite a bit of restoration work. Not body stuff, but mechanical work.
Yeah, I don't know the family. Apparently it's the dad's car and the son's brought it in. But I'm not familiar with, you know, you may not be a club member. That's kind of fun to have a 79 Shadow next to mine.
That is your car and the Shadow. It's one of my favorite Rolls-Royce bodies. I think it's one of their best looking classic lines. You know, I just like that. I don't really care for the later model ones that look just like big Chevys or big, you know, they're just square boxes that don't have any character to them. This car still has a lot of that old British character to it. And
Yeah.
I like the front end on these quite a bit.
Yeah, and these are very comfortable to drive because they've got, you know, the huge V8 in them. The other car I have is a 6, Cloud 6, and it's just a little bit underpowered. You know, it's got all the creature comforts, and mine's even got automatic air conditioning. So it's really, the only thing it doesn't have is like seat heaters. Other than that, it's about as modern as you can get.
But it uses all like fuses and relays and things instead of circuit boards.
Well, the other one's kind of fun. The Cloud comes with a spool of fuse wire, and that was actually within my ability, was to replace a headlight fuse with a fuse wire. I can do this. So I drove from my dad's place about the middle of Whidbey Island to the end of Whidbey Island with a flashlight for a headlight through the windshield. And I thought, well, let me get out the owner's manual. I might be able to see what's wrong. And sure enough, I'd never taken the fuse cover off, but sure enough, there's a little spool of fuse wire.
Wow. See, that's even before. I don't even know what that is. Fuse wire.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I've heard of putting the, you know, 22 cartridges in there, but don't let them get, if you have it short, they'll get too hot.
Well,
you
you
shoot
could,
your foot.
well, there's that, or just wrap it in tinfoil if you got tinfoil. Yeah, it's the equivalent of putting a penny in it. Very dangerous here.
There's one way of finding the short real quick.
That's right.
You just look for the smoke.
That's right. Of course, you let the smoke out. This component doesn't work anymore.